Hey everyone, and welcome back to Focus Rank Studio. Today we're diving deep into a topic that often sparks debate: horror movie remakes. Well, in the shadowy corners of cinema history, there are indeed remakes that have not only silenced the skeptics, but have also carved their own terrifying legacies. In this video, we're counting down our picks for the best horror movie remakes of all time, focusing on films that took familiar nightmares and twisted them into something fresh and utterly chilling. So grab your popcorn, turn off the lights, and let's get started. Coming in at number 10, Evil Dead from 2013. Serving as both a remake and a loose sequel to Sam Raimi's original cult classic, this film delivered a relentless barrage of blood, gore, and demonic possession. Alvarez's Evil Dead stripped away some of the campy humor of the original and focused on delivering a truly terrifying and visceral experience. With its impressive practical effects and its commitment to unrelenting horror, this remake proved that the spirit of the Evil Dead franchise could be resurrected with a fresh and terrifying vision. It's a brutal and uncompromising horror film that will leave even seasoned genre fans squirming. Stepping into number 9, The Hills Have Eyes from 2006. This brutal and unflinching remake of Wes Craven's original took the raw and disturbing premise and amplified the gore and the visceral horror. The film follows a family traveling through the New Mexico desert who are attacked by a clan of cannibalistic mutants. Aya's version is relentless in its depiction of violence and survival, creating a truly harrowing and disturbing viewing experience. While it might not be for the faint of heart, The Hills Have Eyes, 2006, deliver a modern and brutally effective take on Craven's cult classic, tapping into primal fears of the unknown and the savagery of human nature. Slithering into number 8, Cape Fear from 1991. This intense and suspenseful thriller from Martin Scorsese amplified the psychological tension and the sheer menace of the antagonist in this remake of the 1962 film. Robert De Niro delivers a tour de force performance as Max Cady, a recently released convict who terrorizes his former lawyer and his family. Scorsese masterfully builds a sense of dread and paranoia, and De Niro's portrayal of Cady is both chilling and captivating. While perhaps more of a psychological thriller than a traditional horror film, Cape Fear delivers a relentless and deeply unsettling experience that explores the dark side of human obsession and revenge. Haunting our number 7 spot, The Ring from 2002. This chilling American adaptation of the Japanese horror classic, Ringu, brought J-horror to a wider Western audience and popularized its signature blend of atmospheric dread and unsettling imagery. Naomi Watts delivers a compelling performance as a journalist investigating a cursed videotape that kills its viewers 7 days after watching it. The Ring excels at building suspense and creating a pervasive sense of unease. The iconic imagery of Sadako, Samara in the American version, emerging from the television screen became instantly iconic and deeply ingrained in pop culture nightmares. This remake successfully captured the haunting atmosphere and the terrifying mythology of the original, proving that some scares transcend cultural boundaries. Phantoms floating into number 6, 13 Ghosts from 2001. While taking the basic premise of the 1960 film 13 Ghosts, this remake amps up the visual spectacle and the sheer number of terrifying spectral entities. The film follows a family who inherits a bizarre glass house, only to discover it's a prison for 12 incredibly dangerous ghosts, and they are intended to be the 13th. While perhaps not as critically acclaimed as some others on this list, 13 Ghosts delivers a visually stunning and relentlessly spooky experience with its unique ghost designs and its claustrophobic setting. It's a fun and frightening ride for those who enjoy a more over-the-top and visually driven horror experience. Metamorphosing into number 5, The Fly from 1986. David Cronenberg's body horror masterpiece transformed a cautionary tale into a deeply unsettling and tragic exploration of scientific ambition gone horribly wrong in this remake of the 1958 film. Jeff Goldblum delivers a captivating and ultimately heartbreaking performance as Seth Brundle, a brilliant scientist whose experiment in teleportation goes awry, leading to a gradual and grotesque transformation into a human-fly hybrid. Cronenberg's signature blend of visceral practical effects and psychological horror makes The Fly a truly disturbing and unforgettable cinematic experience. It's a film that gets under your skin and stays with you long after the credits roll, exploring themes of mortality, identity, and the terrifying consequences of unchecked scientific curiosity. Emerging from the shadows at number 4, it from 2017. Andy Muschietti's terrifyingly effective adaptation of Stephen King's epic novel captured the nostalgic and nightmarish essence of childhood encounters with the shape-shifting evil entity Pennywise. Bill Skarsgård's chilling portrayal of Pennywise brought a new level of menace to the iconic clown, tapping into primal fears with his unsettling grin and unpredictable behavior. The film masterfully balanced genuine scares with the heartwarming camaraderie of the Losers Club, the group of kids who band together to face their fears. It, 2017, proved that some stories are so potent they can be reimagined for a new generation and still deliver bone-chilling terror and emotional resonance. Crawling into our number 3 spot, Bram Stoker's Dracula from 1992. Francis Ford Coppola's lush and operatic take on Stoker's iconic novel stands out for its visual grandeur, its commitment to the source material, and its exploration of the romantic and tragic aspects of the Dracula legend. Starring Gary Oldman in a mesmerizing performance as the titular vampire, the film is a feast for the eyes, with elaborate costumes and stunning set designs. Coppola brought a gothic sensibility to the story, emphasizing the sensuality and the underlying sorrow of Dracula's immortal existence. While it certainly has its horrific moments, this remake delved deeper into the mythos and the emotional core of the characters, making it a unique and unforgettable take on a timeless tale. Racing into our number 2 position, Dawn of the Dead from 2004. Zack Snyder's adrenaline-fueled and visceral reimagining of George A. Romero's classic injected a relentless pace and a new breed of fast, terrifying zombies into the mix. Set during a sudden zombie apocalypse, the film follows a group of survivors who take refuge in a shopping mall. Snyder's stylish direction, combined with intense action sequences and genuinely frightening zombie encounters, made this remake a standout. It retained the core survival element of the original, but updated it for a new generation with a more frantic and brutal approach. Dawn of the Dead, 2004, proved that you could honor the spirit of a classic while still delivering a fresh and pulse-pounding horror experience. And finally, claiming the number 1 spot as our best horror movie remake of all time, The Thing from 1982. John Carpenter's masterful and paranoia-inducing vision took the core concept of an alien that can perfectly imitate any living organism and amplified the dread and suspense to unbearable levels. Set in the isolated and claustrophobic environment of an Antarctic research station, the film plunges us into a world where trust erodes with every passing moment. The practical effects are legendary, creating some of the most grotesque and unforgettable creature designs in horror history. Carpenter expertly builds a sense of isolation and suspicion, making the audience constantly question who is human and who is the monstrous imposter. The Thing isn't just a great horror remake, it's a landmark film in the genre that continues to terrify and fascinate audiences today. So there you have it, our definitive countdown of the best horror movie remakes of all time, starting from the chilling number 10 and reaching our ultimate terrifying champion. These films prove that with the right vision and execution, revisiting classic horror stories can yield truly unforgettable and terrifying results. What do you think of our list? Did any of your personal favorite horror remakes make the cut? Let us know your thoughts and opinions in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe to our channel for more terrifying content, and don't forget to hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on our future explorations into the dark side of cinema. Thanks for watching, and as always, sweet nightmares.